The problem with drop coverage is, look at this. This player's got to drop to the ball so Vucevic can get as low on the court as he wants. And look where he's catching this. Now he's on the block, and at that point it's game over. It's an easy 2. So again, this is an empty side ball screen. These are the easiest ball screens to hedge. Okay, get up. I got backside defense right here. This player can occupy these Bulls players 2 passes away. Okay, remember, the second that this guard hesitates, brings his dribble back, picks his dribble up, does anything other than continue to attack off of this big's hip who's hedging high, which, by the way, pushes him just further away from the play. Okay, I can recover back and bump this backside defender back. But instead, you got no attention on Vucevic until he's already on the block, and it's 2 points. Right, if you're going to double the post like this, you got to rotate. Look at this. This is doubling the post. You're never going to get back out. So right here, this player's got to rotate on this kick-out pass. This player needs to get up the line and rotate here, up the line, rotate here, and this player needs to fall back here. Okay? But instead, you double the post and try and get back out, which is not going to happen, so it's an open catch and shoot. Don't know what this player's doing here. Stop. So Lonzo Ball throws the ball over here, okay? Isaiah Stewart's got Vucevic, okay? And I don't even know why Isaiah Stewart's dropping down so far. Get Vucevic so this player can get over here, okay? But you got to get over here. Isaiah Stewart should be guarding Vucevic. You got to get over here. But you're standing here for no reason, and it just leaves Lonzo Ball wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. You can't backpedal in transition. Right here, this player should be sprinting, 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 sprinting. You need to be able to rotate one time to a pass. You want to delay this 3-on-2 as much as possible, okay? Look at this. See, you're backpedaling. We've got trailers coming back here, okay? So I need to be right down here. So when this pass gets made here, I can just simply rotate, and this player can simply rotate, and that should delay it enough to get these trailers back. But look at this. You backpedal on your way back, so now you can't rotate to even one pass, and it leads to a 2. Right, so you switch this ball screen, which is totally fine. But Isaiah Stewart, look, stop. You have got to get over here and bring this man this way. Okay, there's no place for him to go. Okay, if they set another screen, then you just switch right back. You cannot get beat this way where there's no gap help. And look what happens to Isaiah Stewart. That's exactly where he gets beat. So now the defense has got to scramble, and it's going to lead to a Lonzo Ball little floater. Frank Jackson, look at this. This is not how you guard away from the ball. Back to the baseline. See ball, see man. Okay? And now, as this player cuts through, you're cutting just right with him, keeping your back to the baseline. When you guard with your back to the sideline, you're susceptible to getting beat back door, and that's literally exactly what happens. 2-shot foul. All right, so look at this jump ball here. Here's Nikola Vucevic. Soon as this ball gets tapped, okay, stop. I am immediately jamming Vucevic, getting him out. I'm initiating contact. I'm moving him out of here. I'm getting as far out of the paint as possible. But this player does nothing, and now look where Vucevic catches this. Inside the charge circle, and it's too late, and it's an easy 2. Ball screen without backside help. So right now, as this screen's getting set, this player needs to come over here and backside help. This player sinks down and occupies 2 passes away. Now, you need backside help for only a second, because look at how quickly, all right? So this player's dribble picked up. So right now I'm over here in backside help so this pass can't get made. But I'm going to be able to, I can bump you back over now and you can get back, okay? But you have to have backside help. That is a non-negotiable when you hedge. And it's just no backside help, so it's a little floater. Cannot go under this screen with Vucevic. Look at how low you're letting him get on the floor. Look at this. So now it's a double team and a wide open 3. Okay? So again, with Vucevic, right here I'm hedging this ball screen. Okay? Hedge. All right? I'm just pushing Vucevic out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, okay? Does anything other than attack off of this player's hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover. In the meantime, I need backside help. This player's got to drop and come over here and backside help, okay? But I'm going to be able to recover and bump you back pretty quickly. But you're trying to go under a Vucevic screen. If you are going to go under this screen, you got to get up and jam the screener so that you can get cleanly under. But you don't jam the screener. You don't hedge. It's a wide open 3. All right, ball's in the corner here with DeMar DeRozan. Stop. This player needs to drop, okay? Halfway between the ball and the 3-point line. This player needs to bring DeMar DeRozan this way, where I can stunt without having to move. I'm in position. I don't have to move my feet at all. Stunt, recover, and get that dribble picked up. Instead, this player is going to hug the three-point line for no reason. DeMar DeRozan is going to beat his man baseline, and it's a two-shot foul. Can't run drop coverage on DeMar DeRozan, who's a mid-range specialist. I mean, look at this. You're going to let him get right to his spot and easy, too. So right here, you got a hedge. This is an empty side ball screen. Empty side meaning that the whole strong side of the floor is empty except for the ball handler and the screener. Okay? So not right now, when DeMar DeRozan comes off of this screen, okay, I'm not sagging, I'm up. I need backside help right here, but this Pistons player can occupy these Bulls players 2 passes away. Okay? And I'm pushing DeRozan out this way. The second he hesitates, brings his dribble back, picks his dribble up, does anything other than just continue to attack off of this big who's hedging high hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover and bump this backside defender back down. But you're going to run drop coverage on DeMar DeRozan and give him a mid-range jumper. All right, we got a strong side ISO with DeRozan. You know he's great in the mid-range. These are so easy to double, you might as well just do it anyways. Again, double. This player's up the line on a drive and kick, you're rotating here. Okay, this player's certainly way more up the line and rotating here. And the man that doubles just bumps this player into the corner. Okay, and that all happens in unison on that first drive and kick, or on that first kick out pass. But instead, you're going to let DeRozan go one-on-one and get right into his mid-range jumper. You're doubling a strong side ISO, which I think is great. You have to rotate right. Okay, stop. Why? First of all, this player's doubling. Why is this player over here? He needs to get over here so this player can get up the line here. Okay? So look what happens here. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This pass gets made here. This player's got to be over here because he's got to be ready to rotate to the corner. So this pass gets made there. Okay, this player should already be moving out, and this player should be sprinting back in here. Okay? But I mean, you screw up the second rotation, and it's a wide-open three. Guard this ball handler one-on-one, okay? Let's back it up. This is fine, okay? If you're going to get screened, look at this. If you're going to make this player use a ball screen. Look at this player's going to start leaning towards the screen, and now it's just going to be a ball screen refusal into the lane and an easy 2. All right, Kelly Olynyk's sticking around too long, all right? Right now, there's no place for this player to go. The backside defender's right here, okay? But look at this. This player picks his dribble up, so recover back. Okay, this player didn't move, but he should have been moving up a little bit. But push this player back now, okay? But Kelly Olynyk is sticking around as his dribble's picked up. So now look. Now this player has to come over and backside help as the ball goes to the wing. There's no one to guard the corner, and it just leads in an easy jumper. If you're this Pistons player right here, you just need to be sprinting back in a straight line, straight line, straight line. There is no excuse for this player to get behind you. The only way that's possible is if you don't sprint in a straight line, but you're going down the middle of the floor. And look at this. You're going down the middle of the floor. So look who's behind you, that Bulls player, and it's an alley-oop, 2-shot foul. First of all, if you're this Pistons player here, there's no jogging. I don't care that you're guarding this player here. You need to sprint back. Give us an extra number on defense. See the jogging. If you've been sprinting, you're right here. And now I can get up and send this player this way right into a second defender. But you're not there, and then this player is going to get beat baseline, and it's going to lead to a 2-shot foul for the Bulls. All right, so you need backside help. That's number one, okay? This player's got to step up. But again, Kelly Olynyk is sticking around too long. Look at this. Dribbles picked up. Kelly Olynyk should be recovering now. But instead, look, he's sticking around gambling, so now he's not able to guard his man one-on-one, and it's an easy 2. Love that you're hedging, but there needs to be backside help. Non-negotiable. This player has got to come over here and backside help. This Pistons player can occupy these Bulls players 2 passes away. Okay? You have to be in this pass can't get made. Right now, okay. Right now this player's coming back. Should be coming back. He's going to start retreating. Okay? So as he starts to retreat, you can bump back here and this player can bump back here. But you have to have backside help. When you hedge a ball screen and you have no backside help, it's just going to end in disaster. You can see the defense is constantly scrambling, and it's going to eventually lead to a layup. All right, so you're in drop coverage here, so you're just going to give this guard the lane, and he's just going to get right to the rim for a 2-shot foul. That is pathetic. All right, hedge, Look at this. Push this guard out this way. Okay? The second he hesitates, brings his dribble back, picks his dribble up, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, I can recover back. In the meantime, I need backside help. But again, I'm going to be able to recover back and bump you back over here pretty quickly. But instead, nope, you're running drop coverage right here, and it's just going to let Alex Caruso get right to the rim for a 2-shot foul. If you're this Pistons player here, you can't backpedal. You got to sprint back, sprint back, sprint back. You got to be able to rotate to this first pass, because we got a trailer coming here, but we need you to be able to rotate to this first pass. See, you're backpedaling. If you're sprinting, you're here. And now when this pass gets made, I can just shift over here, and now this player's in the play, and a 3-on-2 turns into a 3-on-3. But instead, you don't sprint back, you're here, so now you can't rotate to that pass, and it just leads to a dunk. Again, in transition, you sprint straight down the line this way, down the line this way. If you go towards the center, that's delaying you getting back. Just sprint in a straight line, and you'll be ahead of this Bulls player here. But nope, look what this Pistons player does. He's sprinting down the middle of the floor, and it's a layup. Don't get back to random spots on the floor in transition. If you're this player here, get to a body right here, okay? Look at this player falling back. This is a random spot on the floor. So now look, now you're not going to be able to guard this player. He's going to rip and go into the lane, draw help, and it leads to an easy catch and shoot 3. Horrible transition defense. Look, why is Jeremy Grant stopping here? Sprint, sprint, sprint back, sprint back. This player needs to sprint back in a straight line, But look at this. This player is going down the middle of the floor, so that means he's going to get back later than he should. And Jeremy Grant stopping to the ball. If Jeremy Grant sprints and this player sprints in a straight line, look what it doesn't end up happening. Okay? Jeremy Grant's guarding the ball. Now Isaiah Stewart can come over here, and this player, if he's sprinting in a straight line, can get here. But instead, what a 3-on-3 turns into a 4-on-1, and it leads to a 2-shot foul. As soon as Zach LaVine hesitates, you got to recover. Stop. He just hesitated. So Isaiah Stewart should be back, bumping Jeremy Grant this way. Okay? And this player can guard 1-on-1 now because he hesitated. Okay? So, but look what happens. Isaiah Stewart's going to stick around for too long, so that means Jeremy Grant's got to stay in backside help for an extra second longer, which means he's not able to get out to his guy, and he's going to get called for a cheap foul, and the Bulls are in the bonus. Can't lean towards the screen. Come on. Make this player use the screen. When you start cheating the screen and leaning, look at how this player is going to lean towards the screen. So now it's a ball screen refusal, right to the lane, 2-shot foul. So I want to double from up top, from the strong side wing, not the weak side corner. Okay, I need bodies to rotate. Okay. Now, so let's take a look. This man is going to go towards the weak side wing. This player needs to go with him. Okay? So, as that happens, this player's coming in to double. Okay? This player's just going with his man on his cut, and all that happens here is that on this kick-out pass here, he comes up top, and this man that went to double just takes the cutter. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? So you're staying with the cutter, right? This player stays with the cutter, but on a kick-out pass out here, you got to be ready to get up the line. And on a kick-out pass here, I'm just rotating up. And then this person that went to double just X's out onto this Bulls player who's cutting. Okay, but you're double from the weak side corner, and now it makes these rotations much harder off cuts, and it leads to a wide-open 3. Cannot run drop coverage with Zach LaVine. Look at this. You're just giving him a wide-open 3. That's your ball screen defense. So again, this is close to the sideline. I'm up and I'm hedging. First of all, where's this player going? The backside help is right here, okay? The second that Zach LaVine hesitates, picks up his dribble, or brings his dribble back, does anything other than continue to attack off of Isaiah Stewart's hip, who's hedging high, again, and that's going to be in a second. He's going to have to pick up his dribble, hesitate, or bring his dribble back because the sideline's so close. I can recover and bump this backside defender back. But instead, you're just running a ball screen defense that gives up a wide open 3. Can't sag when you switch onto DeRozan. Stop, okay? Right now, this sagging can't happen. I got to be level to the screener, okay? This player's underneath the screener on the switch, but I got to be ready to guard. And look at right here. Look what I can do. I can just bring DeRozan this way. This player can even move in a little bit even more. He can have his right foot onto or parallel to the block. Left foot out in a wide stance, and I'm just up, and I'm forcing I'm just up right here, okay, and forcing DeRozan this way, okay? Right into the second defender. Remember, we want him to move in. His right foot should be on the block, left foot out. Now DeRozan, there's coming right into a second body. I don't have to move. I can just stunt without moving inward. That's the whole key, and I'll be able to get back outward. But instead, you sag, and, I mean, it's just an open jumper for DeRozan. Again, as soon as Vucevic crosses the three-point line, if you're Saddiq Bey, you get cross-matched onto Vucevic in transition. It's fine. It happens. But you need to be jamming him as he crosses the three-point line, getting him out of here, battling for real estate, initiating contact. He is earning every inch on that court. But look, you're letting him get too low. Now, you do a pretty good job of battling. Look at this. This is actually a pretty good job of getting him out of there. So why is Isaiah Stewart trying to deny this post-entry pass? You got to guard your guy. I mean, are you kidding? Like, look at Isaiah Stewart. He's all the way in, trying to deny a post entry. So, yeah, it's a wide open three. Can't switch underneath on this ball screen, okay? Right now, I'm underneath Vucevic. I'm up, but I got to jam Vucevic for real estate. When I switch over the top, look, now Vucevic is way too low. And now even though this jumper gets missed, now Vucevic has an easy offensive rebound putback for two. Okay, again, defending off of a turnover / batted ball is like transition. You've got stop. Right now, this player can't stand. You got to sprint this way, okay? This player's got to say, take mine, take mine. So this player can go here, and this player can take this Bulls player that's not even in our picture. But there's no communication, so this player's now wide open, and it leads to a Bulls dunk. Atrocious transition defense. Why do I see Kelly Olynyk in the middle right? Look at this. Stop. You get cross-matched in transition all the time. You have to get to a body. It doesn't matter who. Get to a body. Kelly Olynyk should not be backpedaling and right here. He should have been this whole time, okay? He should have been sprinting back. See, I don't even see him in the picture. He should be sprinting to this body here. But instead, he's in the middle of no man's land, and now it's an easy drive to the rim for two. Switch this ball screen. That's totally fine. But if you're Kelly Olynyk, you've got to angle DeRozan this way. This player needs to have his back to the baseline, but right into a gap defender. Now I can stunt and easily recover without moving inward. Okay? But instead, you're going to get beat away from your gap help, and it's an and one dunk. Horrible transition defense here. You got to communicate. You can't stand in no man's land, okay? Look at this. Stop. This Pistons player, get up here. So this player goes here, you go here, okay? But look at this player is just standing in no man's land. So now this player can't figure out who to guard, and now this player is going to get right to the rim for two. Okay, what is Kelly Olynyk doing here? Stop. Your man is flaring to the three-point line. Okay, stop. So this player here, all he needs to do, we got a gap defender right here. First of all, there's only 3.6 on the clock. So you can just stay with him, this player here, with no airspace, okay, and just guide him right here into this gap defender here. There's no place to go. So you're not one-on-one on an island. You're just gliding with this player here, staying with him until he meets this gap defender right here. Okay? But instead, it just all gets botched. Kelly Olynyk cannot be coming to double. His man's just flared to the three-point line, and now it's a wide-open three. You don't need to double here, okay? So look at this. This is too far over, way too far over, okay? Over here, all right? You want to have your left foot on the block, right foot parallel to it. If this player wants to if you want to send him to gap help, right here, this player can move in, back to the baseline so he doesn't have to move inward. Stunt, recover, okay? Why are you doubling here? This makes no sense. I mean, if you are going to double, this player's got to rotate up. He needs to be up the line and then rotate up. And then this player goes here and then you go here. You cannot double team standing in the middle of the free throw line and get out to the wing. That isn't going to happen, so it's a wide open three. Why is Kelly Olynyk jogging back? Look at this. Stop. Sprint. 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 Get ahead of this player here. Because look what happens now. Why are you what? You should be here. Right here. Guarding. And now this is a 4-on-4. Instead it's a 4-on-3. This player draws help. And now people have to collapse all over the rim. And it ends up eventually leading to a wide open catch and shoot three for Lonzo Ball. All right, in transition, you've got to get to bodies, not random spots on the floor, okay? This player's doing fine one-on-one. So if you're this Pistons player, find a body. This Pistons player, find a body. But nope, this player's going to go double team for no reason. Again, you got to communicate. You can't just stand in random spots on the floor or double team for no reason, and that's exactly what happens, and it's going to lead to a 2-shot foul for the Bulls. Don't get to a random spot on the floor, get to a body, okay? Look at this Pistons player right here. Go find a body right here, okay? But this player is just standing in the middle of nowhere, so now he's late to get out. Look at this. Look at this separation. So now this player is going to get to as low as he wants to on the floor, and it's just an easy turnaround jumper for DeMar DeRozan. The Pistons hedge. I love it. But you've got to hedge high. You cannot let this player turn the corner. If this player turns the corner when you hedge, you're finished. And look what happens. Player turns the corner, game over. Now the Bulls have numbers, and it's an easy 2. And you're hedging this ball screen. You can't let this player turn the corner. You've got to hedge high. Okay? As soon as this player turns the corner when you hedge, you're screwed. Again, turn the corner, and now you're just done. It's an easy 2. You have to close off Zach LaVine's airspace. Stop. I am up right now, okay? Right now I'm up, and this is the only part of the floor Zach LaVine's using. Look at this. This player needs to open up, wide stance, but I'm just guiding Zach LaVine this way, right into gap help, right here, okay? This player can get as far in as he can get as far in as the block, but that's not really necessary, so we're just sending Zach LaVine this way. All we're doing is up, angling, and making him go this way, right into a second defender. And now this player can stunt without having to move inward and recover. But instead, you let Zach LaVine go. You don't force him anywhere, and it's an open jumper. Can't run drop coverage. Come on, look at this. You're just going to give Caruso a wide open jumper here, okay? So right now, this is very simple, all right? I am up and I am hedging. Look at this. Look at how close to the sideline Caruso is. The second he picks up his dribble, hesitates, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in like a second, okay, I can recover. In the meantime, yes, we need backside help right here. This player can occupy these Bulls players 2 passes away, but again, I'm going to be able to recover and bump you back in a second. But instead, you're running drop coverage, and it's a wide open jumper.